let's talk about Lukaku's lackluster season. The expectations at the beginning of the season and what really came down to, and the performance we got from Lukaku was nothing that we expected. No one predicted this. Everyone thought that Lukaku was going to come in and he was going to help Chelsea to take that next level, to help close the gap between them and the two greatest teams in the Premier League right now of the past few years. Personally, I really thought that Lukaku was going to help Chelsea to win something this year. I thought that at the level that Chelsea were and the performance that Lukaku had, it was a match made in heaven. And you also had the fact that Lukaku was trying to prove himself, especially in the Premier League, after his awful spell of Manchester United. I really thought that the combination of those two factors, Chelsea's incredible defense and Lukaku's goal-scoring vein, was really going to propel Chelsea this year. I even made videos talking about how Lukaku was going to be that guy for Chelsea and how everything was going to change. I even said that Chelsea was my second favourite team to win the Champions League because of Lukaku. But truthfully, it has not been like that. Lukaku last year was on a different level. He was going head to head against Ronaldo to see who was going to win the Serie A Golden Boot. And although Ronaldo ended up winning that race, Lukaku still managed to score 24 goals and assisted 10 times. And that's the thing. Lukaku last year, again, he was an amazing goal scorer, but his build-up play, his chemistry with Martinez, everything, nothing pointed towards this. I will say, however, that when Lukaku left Manchester United, I was not angry at that. I think it was a good decision from both parts. I think that with Oli and the way he wanted to play, United did not need Lukaku, and he was not going to get the enough gameplay that he deserved, in a sense. And for Lukaku, I think he was just done with Manchester United. He wasn't playing as well. He just needed something new, something fresh. And that first year with Inter Milan, he was on Lukaku's greatest year, but he still performed at a high level. He scored 34 in all competitions. He was the best player at Inter Milan. It was Lukaku coming back to his form. But what we were going to see the year after was the Lukaku the beast, because again, it's not just the goals that Lukaku scored, it was everything, the way he was dominating, and many of that can be attributed also to Conte's master plan, his ability to just make the game revolve around Lukaku and his strengths. Again, props to Conte, but you also have to give Lukaku his flowers, and that is why it is so hard to accept and understand what happened this year. This year, in 44 games played, so it wasn't like Lukaku was just in the bench. He only did play 26 games in the Premier League, but again, after his performances and a few injuries, he also dealt with coronavirus, sprains. He wasn't even on the bench for a few games, just out of the squad. So Lukaku was dealing with a lot of things, but even then, he still played 44 games. And wait, did he? Yeah, he played the same amount of games he did this year as he did last year. But this year, he only scored 15 goals and assisted twice. I'm saying only because it's the level that Lukaku is, at least the level that I have Lukaku at. I think Lukaku is still one of the greatest strikers in Europe, at least from past years, from evidence, from recent history. Lukaku has to be one of the best strikers in the world. Coming to Chelsea for a fee of around £90 million, 15 goals not good enough. Last year, in the same amount of games played, Lukaku scored 30 and assisted 10. 40 goal contributions in 44 games. This year, 17 goal contributions in 44 games played as well. Now, why did this happen? Was it the system? Was it Lukaku having a bad time? Was it him, not adapting quite well to the team? And I think it's like a combination of everything. But let's just address the system bit first. Lukaku did have, I guess we can call it the perfect system planned around him under Conte at Inter Milan. I think that the way they were playing really favoured him and really got the most out of him. But a player of Lukaku's calibre, of Lukaku's experience, a player that has won titles before, that has won the Scudetto, that is 29 years old, experienced in the game, Lukaku started young as well. I think a lot of people like to forget his years at Everton. You can't just expect things to go your way all the time. You have to make the most of opportunities. And it wasn't like Chelsea's squad wasn't talented. Arguably, they are more talented than Inter's squad. So it really is just a shame. Hopefully next year, Lukaku is able to have the type of season that we expect him to have. But yeah, I just wanted to touch upon this topic a little bit. Lukaku, man, he's going back to Inter, and hopefully this season he's able to come back to the form that he is. If Lukaku is able to come back to his previous form, I think it will be done. I think Inter will win the Scudetto next year, but we'll see. Thank you very much for watching the video until the end. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more game analysis, football history, individual performances, top 10s, etc. This is the beginning of something special, and it would mean the world to me if you subscribed. It helped me to grow this channel.